well. I'm doing great, thank you. It's been a nice week for me, and I did get a good amount of time to play. So we'll go ahead and go over kind of like the changes in the city over the last like week or so. Let me just get the stream up real quick, make sure it's working. Let's see here. There it is. Let's do a sound check. Alright, looks like it's working. Alright. So let's see what has happened since the last time we were together. Quite a bit. I did get quite a good, decent amount of time to play. We've been working on this island here that's tucked in the, say, top right corner of the map. And did some zoning on the right side, some housing, just supposed to say light density housing, a mix of base game type zoning as well as back here the mid-century modern. Added a little bit of trees and stuff, connected some biking, so the biking from here, goes up into here. It connects to the biking that's in here. So this biking runs all the way up into here, and I think it runs along this bike route here and kind of connects to this biking lane or path that runs the whole length of this side of the map, which looks pretty good. It also pipes into kind of like here, and there's some like paths in here and here and here and here and all over the place that connects like this biking that's up here. And that biking goes all the way to the city way beyond. So that's good. I did set up a bus route. Let's see. Run the game, I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's the bus right there. It's a yellow articulated bus. Let's take a look at transit real quick. We're talking about transit. That runs up into all up into here and kind of loops around and collapses on itself. So it's a collapsing route. And it's doing just fine, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I looked at it a little while ago. It's the Nature Park one. 222 passengers, 14 stops. Yeah, that seems to be running pretty good. Probably could do with like one less bus, maybe. 71 on a bus, maybe not. Maybe scratch that. Did add some busing, connecting it back to some busing that goes up and down as well. So we have the biking that kind of runs, and then we also have a bus. It's outskirts 1, and as an outskirts 2 somewhere here. Remember, we have a good amount of people too. 200 people here. What was the outskirts 1? 185, and they're just like school buses, so you get the school bus skin. So there's a decent amount of those because they only carry 30 people. That's kind of running around and looping, and so that's a kind of loop system. So if you're not familiar with bus lines or transit lines, you have collapsing routes. So the same work. So the route goes out, and then it has a turnaround point, like this stop here, and it collapses on itself. And that's how you get like the 2 stops on either side. But you always want 2 stops on either side. One for one direction, one for the other. And then the loop kind of loop is basically, it's a loop. So this one here runs all the way around, goes all the way down here, goes all the way down, runs on like at the main road here, goes all the way, connects to itself. So it's like one loop. We'll call that the counterclockwise direction. And then there's a clockwise, right? So that's kind of like your 2 types of transit loops or routes. That comes into, that connects with the yellow one. The yellow one brings them into here. We have a monorail line that runs up through here. It stops into like, we'll say a spot where there's like some jobs, and it connects up into here. I think I've gone over this before. We replaced the one of the train stations with the monorail metro train. It's one of those hubs that works really nice. It's a really nice hub. And then we have the monorail, that kind of other line that kind of runs up here and connects with this train station up here. And that looks pretty good. They're removing some folks. A decent amount. 500 and 340. So 550, 340, something like that. For a little itty bitty monorail, it's working pretty well. And then we have a bus route that kind of connects this. This is our rapid transit route, BRT, bus rapid transit route, the blue, and that's doing like a lot of people. This one here, it's 1100. And that one kind of runs all along here, and it's on the highway road. It's kind of like got the plazas and promenades past the block. We'll say regular, well, all other citizens, we'll say non-emergency routes or vehicles. It does give us our emergency vehicles accept trash, which trash could use it. Express, kind of like a dedicated express run. So it helps kind of move the services around. That's your police, your fire, and your death care. I guess healthcare if you have 6 citizens, which we really don't have that many 6 citizens, if any. Let's see, so that's the transit. It's connecting to the outside world through the cruise ships. You can see they're pretty happy to come in here, and they're bringing in loads of people, quite a bit of stuff, folks. And then we also have the outside connection with our freight here. Not used as often, but it does get used, so that's good. I do want to keep an eye on it because I did put this power plant here, the wave generator plant, which generates actually a fair amount of power. And I just want to make sure it doesn't block the ships from coming out, which it doesn't look like it is. So you see one coming out right now, which is good. And also just be mindful if you're having problems with this. If you see like busted trains, so like a half a train, like this, and like this piece. Check this thing. Check wherever you have these things and make sure they're actually like receiving and sending cargo, which is what has happened to me in the past. Especially, so what I've done is use the fishing in this one here, like these guys. You put them down, and then when you run this route, if you run this route across this, it actually blocks the boats, the cargo ships from coming in and out. And then like the cargo builds up in here, and the game just stores it until like there's no room to store, and then it kind of breaks your train system because things want to keep sending stuff here. Things want to kind of receive stuff from here, but they kind of can't because like it's not like coming in and out. So just be mindful of that. You'll notice the 2 ways you'll notice is this thing won't release any ships. If you see trains going to it, no ships will come out. And then, or you won't receive any ships, and you'll see busted looking trains, like only like segments of train. It looks so goofy. You'll see like just the locomotive, just the engine, and like 1 or 2 like train cars. That's it. And they'll like kind of scooting around your city. You're like, what the hell is that? And that's what it is. This is broken. Let's see, zoning wise, we got some high density in here, we'll say. Decent amount of high density, not a ton, but a decent amount, like in this area, which is good, because this is kind of built up around this. This is like a hub. This is the Harbor Bus Monorail Hub, which is nice. And we have a couple more, we can utilize some more of the buses if we want to, and I think we will. Maybe grab 1 or 2 more bus lanes, or bus routes. And, we got this hotel. It's doing good. It's 5 stars. It's got like max on the picture one, which I think is like natural reserve types, natural stuff. It's a shopping one, so it's got some commercial stuff. Oh wait, no, it's got 0 natural stuff. Let's take a look. What the hell is this stuff? Popularity. This is sightseeing. Okay, it's probably like parks. Yeah, new buildings. Okay, there's the parks and stuff there. Okay, that's shopping. So that's commercial, that's office, and this is nature hotels. It's not a nature hotel, so probably not going to work. I guess you can set these things up. I haven't really played with this too much. If you can set up the different fares and everything, change this. So it's making money, a good amount of money. 148,000 a week, plus 8,000 a week? Nah, 14,000 a week? Yeah. It's hard to read. Small numbers. It's doing pretty well. They like transit, and it has the bus next to it. It's got the kind of a monorail now, so I don't know if that's counting or not. Got this hub next to it, but I did one a nice kind of like, let's say, a feature here. So that's good. We get the school, so kind of in the, and let's take a look at the design. So the best way to do that. Try this go here. So we got the different commercials. This is like the you see I call it the Happy Man face. It's one of the, like the leisure ones from here, I think it is. This one here, leisure specialization. That's from After Dark. You have also the hotel one, which I think is this one, tourism. That's from After Dark as well. So I think that was a free DLC, if I'm not mistaken. So you should have that. Comes with the base game, I think. Anyway, that's some of that. So some places to kind of eat and do some stuff down by the, when you come in from the cruise ship. That's cool. Let's see. You got your offices, kind of like a buffer between like some noisy stuff and your residence, which is good. And find jobs. And then within this, I have a couple of like high density commercial here, these corner pieces. Not too much, because remember, the 5th of November. Commercial and leisure items. It's all your blue stuff, these two, and like all your stuff that's kind of like in this tab and in this tab. Compete for the same kind of customers, we'll say, the same citizenry. But the big problem is this stuff here, and I guess this stuff, so unique buildings, leisure items, we'll call them. It's all your parks and stuff, and Park Life DLC stuff. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? They compete with your commercial zones to attract customers or draw from the same pool, but they do not affect that blue bar. So you always see my blue bar is always pegged to the right. So what will happen what can happen if you don't, we'll say, heed my advice, we'll say, and you zone a lot of blue, zone a lot of commercial, these two, once again, and trying to like eliminate or reduce that blue bar on the bottom right of the screen, you'll end up, you can end up getting the not enough customers, which is like a person with like a green suit symbol, because once again, you might have put down like a lot of parks and stuff, and they're pulling customers away from your commercial zones, so they're not going to your commercial zones. You build a lot of commercial zones, and then they're having not enough customers. And a good way to tell is just to like look at some of these leisure assets or like your unique buildings. I don't think we have any unique buildings in here. We should have put one in here, but I guess I didn't. I guess I was just using hotel. I probably should have. Maybe we should blow up some of this and maybe we'll put one in here. Maybe we will. Or maybe we'll put like a unique building in here. I like to have a unique building somewhere. But anyway, you can click on like say some of this and you can see like the visitors, 65 and 55. Look at some of those stuff. So look at your park stuff. Some park stuff down here. 36 and 27. So it's like 50, 60 something people. And if you start seeing like 0 of 0 or like 2 and 2 or 5 and 5, you're getting close to where you're going to start getting the symbols, because you're stretching out your available tourism / visitor base amongst the two things. If that makes sense. So I always try to keep those numbers high. How high is high? I don't know. It's up to you. I have done it in the past where I've looked at unique buildings, and you can look at them in here. It tells you the number, their max count. Let's just say like this church, it's 450. Although the church is not doing anything. I have that on an island by itself right now. But let's just see if we find one here. All right, so like this thing, the Mall of Moderation. It's 300 visitors. Who knows where the hell it is in my city? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I didn't even know I used it. Is that it right there? No, that's something else. There it is right there. Alright, so that's that. So we said 350. and we got 200, 207, and 207. So it's actually 400 right now. People doing it. So it's I would say it's maxed out. And I wonder if I have it boosted in the budget. It's like over where it's supposed to be. Unless I misread something. Unique buildings are not boosted at all. Maybe there's a policy that boosted them. Anyway, 200, 200. So it's 414. And its capacity is 350. So we're exceeding the capacity. So that means, to me, that means that this thing is actually over visitor capacity. So we could steal customers from it. That makes sense. So that's kind of how I look at it. Or you could look at like a little gazebo something. I probably have tons of these all over the city. That's like 90 people. And we could like go to a place where there's like a gazebo somewhere, which is probably a gazebo in here somewhere. I see these things. Let's use this one as an example. 90. That's at, what's that, 35? 45. So we're like half capacity there. Which means that it tells me I have room to have more commercial. It's not like real low. But it's got a, we'll say, a healthy amount of people going to it. It says 40 something. And that is in here. So hopefully I give you some ideas on how to like gauge your commercial and all that stuff. Because it is important. And it's also, so that's like half. So we're about like at half of our leisure items. You know, you can check all over. You can check the ball fields and see as well. So we got ball fields, 40 something people. And they're like in here somewhere. I forget where. They're in here. Nope. In here. No, it's not in there. Here. I forget where. Oh, here's the ball fields here. So that stuff like, looks like a football field. It's like, there's no bleachers. It's this one. 150. So that's I would say a little low. So I would be a little hesitant to zone more commercial in this area. Alright, so back to the zoning real quick. Got a mix of office, once again, blocking the noise from down here, and then high density residential, all through here, all through here. I use some selective zoning, so we have like kind of like the buildings looking like a certain particular pattern. Just blow them up until they go away. I did zone commercial in here instead of using the leisure item. So I wanted to consume some goods. I guess I never finished this parking lot. So I could kind of keep an eye on that. Just blow that up every once in a while. Then we have some light density stuff in here. And I did kind of, I call it like compact zoning, where you zone like the small, like say 2x4 type dimension. This is 2x3 because we have a path here. And get the houses like kind of close together, so it looks compact, but it's still like light density. So it kind of gives it an illusion, we'll say, of like some density by the houses being like stacked on top of each other and kind of small. But also, I love those houses. I love this zoning when it gets to level 4. This is University City. Is that what it is from campus stuff? It's one of these. But anyway. So I like to keep the compactness, we'll say. It's a good like transition from like say a higher density to like let's say a more suburban look, which is kind of like out here where the house zoning lots are bigger. They're like more in the 3x3, 3x4, and 4x4 range. Because you're kind of getting into a little bit more sprawl area. But I did want to make the island pretty, we'll say, dense, even with the light density. Like the real estate is kind of like expensive, we'll say. So houses are like on top of each other, whereas out here we kind of put spacing between houses. It's a little bit more rural. You know, we're starting to see like lots of gaps and stuff between houses. Maybe little clusters or where people started like developing, but like some spots that are still like virgin territory, we'll say. So here, the opposite is true. I want the houses to be like oh, we're living on an island and it's beautiful. It's all this water, right? So then this house is here. So we're gonna have more to zone, which we'll zone here in just a minute. Then we went ahead and did some like we'll call them. I don't want to call them upscale apartments. Like they're like decent apartments. This is the heart of Korea stuff. It's like 4x4 level 1s. Like I locked them up at. on the water here, close to, we'll say, maybe the residents that like kind of work in this area have some like, we'll say, moderately priced to lower priced for the area housing, here, but they also have a kind of a nice, scenic view, and maybe we can do some stuff with some rocks and stuff to make it look a little bit better, some trees and all that. We should also connect these guys to here, which I did not do. So let's do that. Connect these guys to the bike path real quick if I'm thinking of it. Get the ability to move around a bit better. Of course, there's no node there. We can do this. Make them disappear, I guess. That can connect there. That connects into here, which connects to a whole trails, and there's some biking that runs down into here. So that works pretty good. We have some industry here. I do want to lock some of these up because I was trying to get like not the zone like that, but that's fine. That's good. That's good. Trying to get these like ones that I always say look like flea market stands. I don't know if I like this container. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Alright, that's good. No, we want parking lot here. So just back on. Okay. But a little area that I can, once again, that's just a leisure area. Maybe there's some good fishing down here. I didn't put any of the fishing assets in here. I really wanted to. I really want to. The problem I have to face, I guess the dilemma for myself. So we put some of these in here, which we could. We could add them to the road. We can put them over here, like some of the smaller ones. And have them, and it would be nice to see like some boats just floating around, in these like waterways. And they could make it under some of these bridges. Well, maybe not. We might have to rechange some of the bridges. Or at least just have them like kind of floating in here. You can actually run the routing outside the tile edge and never come back. Once again, don't run it across this thing. Give this thing some room. Problem is, if we did that, then they're gonna make fish, and then like the warehouse fish factories, like I always call them the bumblebee tuna factories. These guys who use fish and turn them into goods. It's very similar to like how a unique factory like this uses like the products, it turns them into goods. The unique factory goods, kind of like we'll say, all goes into the same pile. They'll start. So they have all the fishing here. And all this little boats floating around. So they'll start getting fulfilled. Their orders can also be fulfilled by fishing assets over here. And you can get the not enough fish, not enough goods symbol. Because even though the assets, what will happen is these fishing things they'll start exporting on this train to who knows, sending stuff out the city. This guy will be starving for stuff because they're not supplying it. Because they made a call, and then it was answered by the fishing asset over here, and then they put it on the train, and the train took too long, so it had to go all the way around the city, come all the way up, and who knows the route it takes to get to here and unload and then meet the demand. It might make it on rail. It might. But that's just the problem. The same thing if I put a fish factory over on the other island. They might get the answer. The call might come from here. And it might go, that might get the symbol. And if the symbol bothers you, which it does bother me, and maybe it shouldn't, then it can be, a problem. If it doesn't bother you, who cares? But that's the issue you'll run into, pretty much guaranteed. Like I said, I don't know if I want to really deal with that. You could try the storage stuff, because they did add fishing to the storage in here. There's like these storage things, the warehouses. I tried a couple. I tried some of this. and some of this, and it was buggy. It didn't like provide. I don't know what happened. It got to the point where the trucks didn't come back. Is that what happened? I don't remember. We could test it again, but like the trucks didn't come back. I don't know where they went. I don't know why they took so long to come back. Because like we had the trains set up. I had put them like I think in here where these like industry stuff is now. I think I put them there. It might have been where this commercial is here and here actually. And the trucks got all used up. They weren't feeding the factories, so they got symbols. And I was trying to figure out why, but they weren't like coming back. They couldn't like go back inside the warehouse for some reason. It was weird. Something weird was happening. They were disappearing. It wasn't like because they were driving and not like coming back in terms of like the route was too far. And also they could have just gone to here. So I was having trouble. They could go to this cargo station. It's like here to here. It's super easy. It's very convenient. And then they could train it wherever they need to train it. But it was having problems. So I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe it's been successful for you, and you can write in the comments that yeah, it's worked for me. So maybe something I did. If I feel like it's not something I did, I feel like something the game is not right about it. So then I stopped using it. Unless it's changes to these. Every other road is that road. Anything else I wanted to go over? Over here, wise, we have some industry. Yeah, why not? I looked. Here is a good place, outside connection. You can see we're importing 45 units of stuff. The bulk of it is forestry for some reason. I don't know, maybe I don't have enough forestry things going. I don't know. I haven't really checked in a while. That looks fine. It looks fine. Manufacturer stuff. That looks fine. Do they need raw material? Do they not have enough raw material? That looks good. That's cool. That looks good. I don't know why we're importing. Who knows? We have plenty of all the products that forestry makes, so we shouldn't really be importing anything. So we are. Hey, that's just how it works sometimes. So anyway, we're importing, but it's not a lot. And then we're exporting 8,000, say 400, 350. And about half of that, not quite half of that, is goods. So goods made by fishing, goods made by unique factories, service, and goods made by our industry. Let's go ahead and get another one of those emptying. I'm thinking of it. I just gotta remember where they are. I never really remember where they are. Let's see here. I've been doing a pretty good job staying on top of this, so that's good. I think we're good in this area. I think I checked the other ones that are in this area, right? Let's check those. Let's check those. How about down here? That's good. So might be able to let him go for a little bit. This guy's probably almost done. Nah, he's not quite done. About half. This guy, how's he doing? Oh, he's almost done. So I'm gonna put him back in. I don't have to deal with it. Like a few minutes. That looks okay. Let you at least minimum 2, if not 3 at a time. That's good. Try to keep them below, around 2,000 or lower. Sometimes they get 28. You know, they can only go to 3. The problem is if you let them get too high, they stop sending out vehicles because they'll know. They know that their capacity is too high. So they'll be like, you know what? I don't need to send out all my vehicles because I only got like 200 units of trash or bodies to pick up or whatever it might be. It works with trash too. So then I'm like, I'm just gonna send out like two cars because I don't want to like send out because the game doesn't want to send out vehicles, have them get full, and then not be able to like unload it. You know, if I send out like 10 hearses, let's say each one can collect like 5 bodies. I don't know, whatever. But there's only like 20 spots left, so 4 would do the trick. He doesn't want like a hearse that's like sitting in the parking lot with like bodies in it, waiting, because now you filled up the thing. So all of a sudden I like one or two. Like, yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna go. And then when it gets like really close to like, it'll just send up to one until it fills it up, and then it'll stop sending it out. So that's how that works. I guess we're good for now. I'll have to check it a little bit later. Anything else you want to talk about this? The zoning wise, office good, industry good. These are just pretty, sitting pretty. And oh, I guess I put what's this? A mix of the amusement park and zoo in here. Out of space, weird gap looking space. I said, well, why not, right? It was a nice little like peninsula type of piece of land sticking out. So yeah, it's in here. It's free because you got unlimited money, so might charge them. It goes under the monorail line. There was no monorail stop here anyway, so that's kind of fine. The monorail stop is here, which is right at the main gate with some parking. This is the organic local produce zoning. We got some of these guys. They're actually facing, not on the path, they're facing sideways. But, people will go in here, so that's why it looks a little weird. This is facing this way, and just like fill in with the tile. So it's kind of like a neat little trick you can do. So that's just doing this. So you can still get them to go to places. Like even if you put it like this way. If you touch the line, sometimes it'll snap to it like that. But you can put it here. It'll be going to walk that way. If you want to orient differently, you can also like, sometimes if you put it like maybe about this far off the path, they'll still like make it. It won't get the symbol. See, like that one's fine. They'll walk across the dirt to get there. It's kind of like the same idea with like the ploppable buildings and like the road. You can kind of like get them a little bit. You can get them like 2 like zoning squares away from the road, and they'll still get like services and be able to like function, and they won't have like the symbol like not connected to a road symbol. You can do the same thing with like some of these park assets too. You kind of move them off. Once again, the orientation's like the actual building is facing to the left. This one here. I say this one, and this one, and this one, just to create like a little bit different pattern. But it looks good. Yeah, it's a nice little park. I haven't finished detailing it and stuff, so maybe we'll do that here in just a few minutes. And I've been rambling on for a little while, but we did a lot, so somewhat warranted. Let's see, anything else in here that's interesting, or I guess some things that maybe if you're new to the game or a subscriber to me, you might have seen it. There's paths under here. We can go into here real soon. I might have showed this before. I swear. See the paths underneath? So you can put like tiling down and then put the pads underneath them. It looks really nice. They'll walk on it. I don't know if you see anybody walking right now in the game. See. And you can make all kinds of like, different colors and lighting. You see I got them using park lights in. Some trees. We can put benches in. Maybe we'll do a little detail in there. But it looks good. And the way you got to do that is you got to put the tiles down first. So just do like a quick little. Oh, we can use this one. It's fine. Anyone will do. Any of the tiles in the game. By tiles, I mean these things. Plazas and promenades, there's a ton of them. There's a couple in here. Maybe a dozen or so. There's some in the park ones too. So you got a lot to choose from. You just put them together like that. However you want to do it. Build your pattern. You got to finish your tile work first, we'll say. So if you're going to do like multiple tiles, some kind of pattern where you're going to have like I said, different stuff in there, then you got to take your path. And the only 3 paths only work. So it's these 3 that like contour with the land. These other ones will just blow up the tiles. So it's only the paved one, the bike one, and the gravel one. We'll use the gravel one. Anyway, I mean you can use this one, and then you'll get lights built in. This works really good if the tile's like kind of like a solid. Like this one's like pretty. They're not like transparent. I guess is the right word. You got to put it in the middle, and then you can put it down, and then it goes underneath. Right? It's just the order operations thing. Now you cannot put tiles on top of this thing. So that's the whole order's operation. See, it doesn't like that. So you can't put your road down or your path down first, then your tiles first. If you'll know when it doesn't work. You'll go like to the side like this, like me, and it'll be crooked. Then it'll blow up some of them. You're like, oh, I blew up my tiles. Just blow up the path. They come right back. It's fine. Like I said, some of these tiles are like more like transparent. Like this one maybe. See, I can kind of like see the dirt underneath. Like it's like the dirt color. So then like the dirt path works pretty well with that. You can't see it really. You can't see the dirt path, but you can see if it bothers you, like the bike path. Yeah, so you kind of see through it. So, yeah, up to you. From high above, can't really tell. From real close, you can kind of see it. So, pick your poison there. You can't blow these up individually, of course, because that would be too easy. So you gotta, or let's just say mass-wise, you have to do it individual. But that's a nice little trick, and then you can create nice little like paths, like I got here. Here's a good example. The people walking on the tile, and then you got like lighting. Looks nice at night. I guess we can go over some lighting real quick. I have some new subscribers. Lighting, so that looks nice. You put lighting on there, you put benches, put trees in there. It just looks nice. And then I'm walking around in between the buildings, give them little shortcuts and stuff like that. You can also put lighting in buildings, on buildings. So I have an example here. This one has lighting in it, so I put those two lights left them like, on the left side and like the middle of the screen, and kind of like in the middle here, light up the parking lots. This one does not have it, so you can kind of see the difference between the two. The Ford extra lights and the non-Ford extra on lighting. And then here I was same kind of thing, side by side. I got lights underneath that tree, and underneath kind of like the tree on the left side, and then no lighting on the right at all. So if you want to do that, and you can, it's up to you what you want to do. Pick a light. Well, I always like the city park light, but there's a ton of good lights. This one happens to be pretty bright. And you got to find like in between the buildings, so you can see here and here, here and here. And then like there's a corner like right here, and you can just like pop your light like kind of like in the corner. Yeah, maybe like you can do like in here somewhere. And like control as a drift. So this is it right there. And then it lights up your buildings on the inside. It's a light like a parking lot. Same thing here. Kind of on the right, you just got like one light in it, and then by the door to let you in. And the other one is dark as could be. You can leave spaces, which I did here, and you can put tiles in here along this strip. Kind of like the tiles like in between the buildings here. You can put that and then put lighting in, put a little like props and stuff if you want to go ahead and build like nice little sceneries in the middle here. That works nice. I guess that's good enough for that. So it's this button, right? Yeah. Right to high noon. Let's see. Any other tricks I did while I was here? I don't think so. Parking lot there. I guess I didn't zone here because they're not like coming in. Oh, I didn't. So that makes sense. I'm just showing up. We don't want these. This one looks like the one I want. Maybe. Yep, it is. All these little like. I like these. I like doing the organic local zoning here. Oh, this is good. Because these have like the little stands, we'll say, little fish market stands. So having some of these like I always call them like flea market type stands. This is cool. And they have some good ones. They have like this one here. It's got like the hut. Like a little barn looking thing. You have these ones here. You get a combination of those. And once again, you can put lighting in between. If you want to get really fancy with it, you can get fancy with it. That's not what I'm looking for. No. Those. These are good right here. So we're good on that already. Alright. Let's see. What do we need to add? I always want to check Zoning. My unemployment 6%. So the goal was, we'll say 4 to 10. 4 being the lowest, 10 being I don't say a max. I've had 20, 30 plus unemployment. City ran fine. So I feel like there's no upper bound. Maybe there is. Maybe 100 is bad. I don't know. These things are getting annoying. They're not like emptying like they should. So I'm having to empty them. I feel like this system kind of works, but kind of doesn't sometimes when especially when your city gets big. And I found that in many cities. I like using them because it's a nice looking building. But for whatever reason, they don't get emptied by what is this? Oh, I guess you're gonna disappear. So they don't empty themselves. You know, like get collected. The trash doesn't get collected, so then you gotta empty them manually, and they fill up fast. They don't have a high capacity at all. So it's like every 10 minutes. So at some point I get annoyed and I just blow it up, put a recycle center there. Problem is I like it. I love these because they have very low sound and land pollution, so you can put them right in town, and they don't look too bad. You know, they just look like kind of like a commercial building. Saying it's empty now. Probably empty up. Don't take long to empty either. So they look nice. They can put them right in the heart of the town, that part of the city. But then I don't know, for whatever reason. I mean, we have a waste collection here. We got plenty of space. It's only got 3 million of 10, so plenty of garbage space. It's using a good amount of trucks. We got another one. We got 2 down here that are at 2 million. We'll say 8. So this one's getting close to being, at max capacity. 10 as high as you go. So he's not sending as much trucks. 3. He's sending out 12. But he's got capacity. And then we got one up here. Oh, he's at capacity. He's at 9 out of 10. Unless I'm off by a digit. So maybe I'm actually a little bit. Maybe I need one more. And that will fix it. I don't know. Well, he's he's not even half. So he should, and he's close. Well, he's not necessarily servicing these two. It can be anybody. But it's one of those things that always bothers me. Alright, unemployment, 6%. That's good. So some more people. There's some tight houses right here. It's good. Put a little barn here or something. Put a house here, sure, why not? And then we're gonna zone around here, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of detailing as well. I don't know if I want to zone on this street, so maybe what we can do is just do this. Chop off the blocks on this street here. Let's do like this. And then get those tiles back, and then we can zone sideways. Or on these side roads, to say. Yeah, here. And do we want the roads to be like this, or do I want to change them to something else? We have the biking in here. It might be nice to have a different type of street road besides just this plain Jane one. We have we can make it really bright, which I would actually kind of like, or we can make it like I do like the European. So this we got to be careful because I have it like that. So I guess I'm gonna pause it for now, just in case I really mess something up. And we might lose some housing. That's okay. That one will have to be no tiling. So I can see it's no tiling. It's just no tiles on the side. There's a couple houses on, especially on the curves. For whatever reason, doesn't like curves. That's all right. They come back. I'm not too heartbroken. I mean, a little bit. We'll say a little. I'm a little heartbroken. But that's okay. Do you want to do this area too? We could. Yeah, I don't think it'll negatively impact anything here. You just got to be careful with this. That's our crosswalk. I wish we could paint crosswalks. Then I wouldn't have to do that. So probably bite me in the butt with node limits later on because I create these small sections of road. And then game will be like, well, you got too many nodes, bro. You're done. I'm like, no. I want to build more stuff. Oh, you're done. Can't make any more roads. Looks good. Yeah, continue through here, sure. Now I gotta see here. We're building on here. They're done. So this should be good. These guys are not done. We can build this back up. There's only parking lots to me. And maybe we'll do this side here. And we do not have crosswalks here. I do, although I did put like a little something there. Something. This doesn't affect the parking, which is good. Maybe we'll kind of extend it through here. This one is probably got nothing on it. Zone. This one looks like it's okay. Because I can see that this is right. These tilings are right up against this road, so it's not busted up like it should be. I think we got everything over here that we can. That's like double zoned, so both sides are zonable. We're gonna go here, here. That's blocked by the pass. Who cares? I think that's all that, and then this one I think is also zonable. Like that. Then this one has no zoning on it, so change this to this. So that's good. And I think also there was one road up here that was the same as this one here. That was good. And we gotta keep those roads the same. Then we had like a road up here that had like half of it was zonable, right? Is it this one? Oh no, this doesn't have to be zonable. So these houses are facing up and down. I think we're kind of like good to go here. Let's lock a couple of these up. I love these houses when they get to that level. I hate this house. I hate it. I don't know why I hate it. It looks terrible. Some people probably love it. I don't like this house either. Hey, what the fuck are you doing with fire ladders on top of your roof, bro? That's not how houses work. I ain't got no houses where I live that have roof ladders on the roof. My neighbor's camper does, but it's a camper. I don't really care for these like more modern looking ones. Yeah. But that's like level 5. What level 5 looks like. No, whatever. I might blow them up eventually. Let's redo them. Alright, so that looks good. The roads look okay. I think we didn't blow up any zoning, right? I think the zoning is intact. Oh jeez. Control word moved. This isn't into the zone. Probably one of those bug tiles. We're waiting on those parking lots to come in. I'll finish that at some point. I think I might just put trees here. I have like a nice little forest, little forest like in this spot with the palm trees and stuff. We'll do that in a second. And then we blew up a couple of these houses, and then we got a zone along here, and here, and here, and here. I don't know if we'll zone in here. We could do some more of the Heart of Korea along here. Or we can just leave it as an area where there's forestry. We could blow up this and bring water in here and make like a little bit of water here. That would be cool. I think that would be really cool, actually. So let's maybe make this a bridge and bring water into here. Can we squirt it into there? Because we're not going to zone. It'll look nice. So let's bring the water here. Oh, this one. What we'll do is we'll just make the water right in here. Like a little lake. And can we make it so that we can have houses here? Small row houses? Like that. But like this part. Do we want to make this a bridge? We could have the water go here Gives us opportunities to put bridges in. I like bridges. This looks like a little weird because of like the very rectangular nature of it. Oh, not what I want. What are we doing? Oh, we can kind of go like that, maybe. Just gonna bump this out a little bit. I don't know if it'll squirt through there. It might. I can make this a little bit deeper. One here. Or we could make it like a marsh and actually have it like really shallow. We could put a boardwalk here. We could do that, and then we could put a couple of this is too small, like width-wise, to put like some of these on here. Let me take a guess. And you got me putting more leisure stuff in when I shouldn't be. But I can't help myself, honestly, I can't. Oh no, we got room. So we could do a boardwalk along here. So let's do that. I'll put the boardwalk like really close to the water height. So the water height's like gonna be, you know, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4 down from like the, I think it's about the same level. So like right here, we'll say. So we can do something like this. We'll make it a boardwalk, sure. Let's make it this one. I love boardwalks. I love boardwalks. This is up high on a hill. So maybe it'll be at height here. So that kind of like, yeah, maybe something like, we're not zoning here? Nah, we don't have to. So maybe we'll, what height's the water at? Shoot. What height's this land at? That'll be more helpful. So it sounds like here. Is that like this height here? Yeah, so that's this height. Okay. So then it goes up in height right here. Alright, so we want to build it relative to this first. So we want to do this. I guess maybe let's go like this. Let's push this all the way to here, to the edge. So and then we'll backfill. So I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. We want this to be level, if we can help it. That'll be good. So let's see. We know the water's going to be about here. So we want to do 1, 2, 3. So it's like 5 down from the top, right? So we want to be above that. So we want the boardwalk to be like maybe just above this height. But I think would look nice. So we can put it like here. So like this height would be, I think, perfect. Let's see. We want to keep it like here. So now we're starting to go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that'll be okay. Because that would be still relative to like the height of the water. But maybe we can kind of like stop it. Or maybe let's put a spot here. I would like to right on this tile edge. Can we do that? Keep it straight. Angle maybe. Length is good. So something like this. Here. Maybe we'll just stop it here. Get like that node there. Something like that. I feel like that's going to be pretty nice. So we want the water to be close. And then we can always chop pieces off and make it like curvy. Like have it kind of go here. This house is here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put like this, set this guy here as a place to like land. And then we'll put this like here. Maybe like a spot there. Maybe we'll put like a node here. That'd be nice. Let's do this. I need to get the right bulldozer. Kind of do this. What we have on? We're gonna do this one. Where are you, boss? Oh, you're on an angle. So you're like way out here. Something like that. That might be nice. And then we'll have houses here. And then maybe we'll have like it come off of here. They don't have to come down. So maybe the path can come down, or maybe the path will be like right here. Thinking. So we can do something like this. Oop, you can come like this. Come like behind this guy's house. Come like maybe right here. And then have you do something more like this. Where are you at? Like here. Just kind of like come in like on a side angle here. But I want you to be up in the sky. I don't want you to be on the ground like that. That's gonna be underwater. And go here. And then maybe we can just kind of do like this. I guess we can do like this. Something like that maybe? And then we can put the land back up. Maybe from here. Kind of come out like this. Like land here. Like there. Or something like that. And what we can do is we can remove some of this. Put a pillar here and make this actually the path. So we can do, and then maybe the lake starts like in here. So we kind of go like this. Pull it out a little bit. And smooth it out. Put like a couple gazebo type things in here. Like that. And that's on the land, right? So what we can do is kind of grab it like here. Looks like a good spot. Put a pillar. Looks like it's on the land. I want it straight. Like that, maybe? And then we can kind of go like this. Change it back to dirt. Oh. It's still that. So we need to do this. Raise it up like this. Like that's fine. And smooth it back out. Or do this. Get rid of this. Or just come up a little bit more. Hide that. About this height here. What do we want? Something like that. So a little benty. Yeah, that's right. We just redraw this. It won't be so bent. That's not as bendy. And then we just redraw this. It'll go on the ground. Like that. That's okay. We can smooth that out a little bit if we want. Alright. I just need to smooth that a little bit here. Oh, wrong tool. And if you want, bring the water in here. And then we want to put like a little bit more like on the back here, we can. Let's see if this works. Like that might work. That might work. Put a gazebo here. Put some houses here. Just move this a little bit. So it doesn't look like a big square. Oh. It's gotta be even up the whole water. Alright, we gotta go underwater here. I'll have to make this into a bridge. So take that, and we'll convert it to maybe this. And maybe what we'll do is we'll do this. So I go out straight. We lose a little bit of our biking. That's okay. They'll go over top. We'll kind of come out like in the middle, go up like one above the level. So like here, a nice little like hump in the thing, and then just kind of go like that. And maybe we'll use this probably right about there. We gotta redraw that. I should be able to handle that. Straight, boss. So we need to do a straight, not that one, or this one. We put the loader level back to about where it should be. All right. That's okay. That's good. And now there's a trick we can do to put the thing on here. Hopefully it'll fit. It should. I have to move the land out a little bit. Yeah, I'll show you the trick. Let's run it. And put some houses in while we're doing it. Let them fill in. So put some houses out here. Sure. Should have power here. So we'll put the house here. We'll make these bigger houses. It's a nice area to live in. 34. 34 here. Oh, that's 5, right? That's 5. And we'll put some houses here. But like, we'll make this only 3 deep. Okay. That way it doesn't mess up our land too much. I think it'll pop it up a little bit. That should be okay. And who knows, maybe we'll put like a little couple park assets there. And I'm getting a little ahead of myself with all the park stuff, but what are you gonna do? I guess I should check the chat. Oh, alright. Check our sun. Sleeping. It's 5:30 a.m. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring over park life. Yeah. Ah, perfect. It's already filled in, so we can do anywhere we want. Now this is the tricky part. We can put this. What we're gonna need to do is like put like right here. So what we're gonna need to do, so it needs to go like right there. So we need to pump up the land. So we'll pause it real quick. Take this spot here, just like boost out the land a little bit here. Let's see if it works. I might have run it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I do. Alright, we're almost there. So anywhere along here would be fine. I'm on boss. Oh, it's like right there. Oh, you got it. Oh, so close. Come on, buddy. So I'm just like giving love taps on the controller here. I'm on. Getting impatient. Oh, I had it right there. Oh, it's perfect right there. I want to get right on the edge. It's good enough. Fishing pier in here? It's fishing. Right here. Perfect. It's like not straight, so. Right here. Gotta wait for water to recede. It went up because I raced Atlanta. There it is. Wanted to be like right here. That's good enough. It's a little high. This one's pretty good level. Let's see, do I want that there? Or do I want this in this corner here? Yeah, a little bit more room in this corner for it. Let's see if I can get to go here. Right here. I feel like I have a little bit more room in this corner. It's not flat, that's the only thing. So it's going to stick out a little more from the actual pier. Wish I could like. Okay. We can always just move the land out a little bit. It's going to be like this. See what this. I feel like it's so high. Let's see what the land looks like when you kind of let's push it out a little bit here. Still looks so high. It's because the water is up here, so we need to like do this. Maybe reset it. Just waiting for the water level to go down a little bit. It looks like it's lower here. That looks better. Oh, much better. The ladder's right about the height where we need to be. Kind of just like that. If you want to put a little lane in there. And then if you want to put like a gazebo or two, you can. You could do this. I guess we should put a path here. I meant to put a path here. So I put that node there. Yeah, you can put like a Z if they fit. Put something like that in there. Put it on the road. That would be fine. It looks like it's a little tall. Because they go this way. I want to rotate it. Oh, we can go here. The gazebo looks a little weird. Oh, you could put one here. Where's this asset start? Okay, so you could put something here. Big old path. Let me put the gazebo out here. I like it's kind of sunk. Do like a little path here. Oh, wrong path. Go here with it. Something like that. And we can put in something here. What are we gonna put there? We got the whole world at our fingertips. Put a playground there. Put a playground here, I guess. We could change that so there's no water. We could do a playground. That might not be bad. We could do a gazebo again. So like something like kind of like by the water here, like this. Put like a little bit of angle. We could do one of these. Just put like up here. Lower the land a little bit because it's like up so high. That could work. There's a couple like outlook type things from here. This one here. So maybe like one of those would work nice. Cabin. Nah. Like one of these deals would be nice. Could not build on water. We could change that. That would be okay. I think I like the park actually. A little kid park would be nice by the water. Sure. So we're just gonna pull this out. Get rid of the water for a second. And we might have to run it. It's gonna flood everything. Maybe we'll get lucky. See if we get lucky, you know. Oh, we got lucky. Put that there. And then we can just retrain that back. Something like that. Just move it out a little bit. This little edge here. Maybe it goes to the road here. Oh, this doesn't look straight. Doesn't look straight, right? It just pops out a little bit. Shallow spot. That's good. All right. Let's see. I still use the space, I guess. Someone lives here. I'd live there. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. You're supposed to be facing this road, but nah, whatever. Go in here real quick. Leave a little space there. Sure, we'll do 2 3s together. Make this like, yeah, 2 3s together, sure. These are like little blocks. Like that. Yeah, we'll go like that. Like that. Let's see, blow up some stuff real quick. Blow up some high school parking lots, which we got, looks like 2 of them in, right? This one here. This one here. That could be a concession stand or something. You know what? Maybe we'll blow up this, and if we get the parking lot, we do. If not, we get the one with like the little like building on the end. Then we'll just keep that one. It's like a little concession stand type of deal. So why not? So how are we doing here? Oh, we got that. Looks good. This looks good. This looks good. So we'll get rid of those too. We can get rid of. I'll keep this one. Get rid of these ones. Got our parking lot. We were done over here. And we have zoning everywhere, right? Yeah, so we're good. We're available to receive more stuff. Should you decide to do so. This would be one of the ones you want. Well, it could have the container on it. Perfect. This could be it. It's a charging station. Oh, organic teas. That's the container one, probably. Oh, no, it's not. It is. Is that trees in it, at least? Come on, show me some trees, boss. Sure, we'll keep it, so I don't want to be here all day. This is the one I was talking about before. Sure, we'll keep it. So I'm not being too picky today. That's going to be not what I'm looking for, but I can see, because the ground's brown, or asphalt color. This is not brown, it's gray. This is what I was talking about, sure. That's good. It could be a little concession stand area, you know, for the game. That works for me. And we're doing good here. We got our boardwalk. Looks pretty good. I think the boardwalk could be a little bit lower. I overestimated the height by just a little bit. I mean, it's pretty close to the water level. I like to get it right on the water. Man, I could fix it. Could. It went up high for whatever reason right here. I guess because we didn't level it right. So it's like up and to the left. I could fix it once again. You know, if I were to fix it offline, what I would do is block this off here and fill it in land. Then just grab like a water pump and like stick it somewhere in here. You know, like right here. Suck it out, or just let it run until it evaporates. You know, and then take note, leave the path there, and then play with the height. Because you know you only have steps. With the height, you can't like adjust it on a real micro level. So what you would have to do is like kind of, you only have these 3 steps, you know, multiple steps. So what I would do probably is do like 2 steps and find out like where I was like maybe the top edge of that path is at the bottom of this path. I think that would probably be perfect. And then find the land height that gets me there and then fill it in. Kind of like what we did, just fill it in all with land. Again, which wouldn't be hard to do. And maybe I would only be like this section here to do. Yeah, I could do it because it's pretty easy. It's to do. And then bring it back, and then it would be like right above the water. But it gives you some tricks. So you can put paths right on top of the water, like that. You don't, limits you. So if we were to do it right now, the path would be this high. This is as low as I can get this water here, right? So it is significantly lower than what like the path would be. If you want to get it even lower than that, you put the path in first, and you bring the water in after. You just got to be careful that the water doesn't like cover the path. It can get right up to it, and you won't get the water symbol. I don't think unless it's like right like touching it. So you can get pretty close. Let's see. Rest of the city's doing okay. And then you get like a nice like boardwalk effect. The water's like right there. And maybe we'll put some trees in here. Now that the houses are here, it's easy to use the tree tool. Just slam them in. And maybe we'll keep a couple of these houses. Brown's nice. Sure. You're okay. A little bit bigger house. You're good. I'll keep you. We'll keep like one of these houses. I'll keep this house even it's a little like beat up looking. I love blue. So keep blue. This looks nice. Nice little combo there. And you got this organic stuff here. I like this house. Like the square one. That's nice. And then they're in, so we'll go ahead and set these in. We gotta be careful with the edge here, so we'll just chop off like a piece. That's in here. It'll bump this up. I don't want to close that off too much. Create like a bump there, so we'll leave that alone. Throw a house here. Throw like a couple, maybe like a couple twos here. I don't think they have a 3. Do they have a 3 here? I'm not sure. We'll do this. We'll throw this here. That gives us some good compactness. That can be like a little wooded lot. I think the zoning, I guess we can zone in here. We'll put some houses like this on this side. This will be like almost like a, I want to say assisted living home area. We ran out of like one tile, huh? Of course we did. We could do this. Come this from this way. You know what? Maybe we'll make them 3s. Like this. See what we get out of that. I guess 2. Or we get rid of the tile here. Alright, we can do that. Let's see if this is it. Back. We'll see what we do there. Maybe something like that would be fine. We'll leave this unzoned on this road. Or we'll put a couple of buildings in here, like offices. We'll see. Do we want to add some terrain? A little bit of hills? Sure. Maybe look at here. It's not completely flat. Bananas. Okay. We gotta wait until we zone in here. Sometimes it's nice to have a little terrain. Maybe there's a like sunken area here. We could put a bridge and bring the water in here. Oh, we could put a lake here, a little pond or something. It's a little high. It's not that bad. And we can turn that into a bridge. Well, maybe we'll just make it trees. Maybe it comes in a little low. Oh, come on, this is stool. That was on a stool. Wonder why it's going so slow. And then what we'll do is we'll grab palm trees first. So we'll grab, they're in here. Maybe these ones? Can't see the circle at all. There it is. Like that with it. I don't know, I might do some more custom work in there, so I don't know if I want to kind of get into that spot yet. I cannot see where the circle is at all. So I'm kind of flying blind right now. Alright, that's good. That's kind of like the lower height one. This is the tall one. Which is like in the middle here. Once again, I can't kind of really see the circle, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But I do want trees, so we could throw some rocks in too. Maybe we will. We could put rocks in there. Maybe we will. We'll see. I might change that up. So that's that one. We can put this one in here. My problem with these trees is they don't really cover the area too well. So they're tall and skinny. Alright, that looks okay. Maybe we'll throw in a couple of these. I feel like this is the same kind of like climate. Then we'll throw in some like bushes. On the coast. Intensity a little bit higher. But you want to fill in like all these little gaps with this stuff. That. And then can we put in some bushes? This one I might just have to like use the regular one. It can't go through because it won't fill in like all the little gaps. I can always hit square, delete some of this too. Kind of like go like this with it. Like just throw it in here like this. There's where I want like some more thicker vegetation, some more bushy like stuff. I might be able to get rid of the power lines, which is good. Here. Oh, it's asking me to change the road. That's what I was coming up with the axe. It's like, what the hell are you doing? I'll use up all the trees. If we want to make it a little bit thicker, maybe we can throw a couple trees in here. Nah, I don't know what's going to look good. Maybe this one? A couple more tall ones. Which was this one. Look in here. Here. It's dented a little bit. Tree density, that is. Power lines, do we need them still? No. Right there. That's it, right? So, let's see more power lines. Let's see this thing filled up again. Thank you. And this one's probably close. 23%, so it's doing good. Let's see. Cemeteries. We got that one emptying. How are you doing? 1,000 still to go. We'll let you keep going. 1,000 still to go. I'd like to empty something down in this area. So let's try again. Something like this one here. Only at 13. 500. 15. Maybe we'll empty to 15. It's pretty light to empty. It's not half full, but I like to kind of stay on it, just in case I have a lapse. Then I'm not like screwed. Let's check here. 17 isn't bad either. Yeah, we'll do the 15. Where were you? You were like in here somewhere. Okay. So our island look now. That's good. This we're working on. She might be finished. And I think we finished over here, right? The parking lot. So we're kind of good blowing this thing up. That's good. Now we have brought more people in here. How are we doing schools? Forgot all about schools. We have enough schools coverage. Yeah, we're plenty of university stuff. I've been kind of putting that down willy-nilly. High school's a little bit of a bottleneck, but it's okay. We have this school here by max capacity. Not quite. Okay. And then we have the elementary school there. I mean, we could have added something in like this area, a school or something. We got like a space, but yeah, it's okay. And I do want to put houses here, right? So we gotta like erase some of these houses. Trees. I'm gonna decorate with some paths. Why not? Yeah, I like these weird spaces. Got these hills. Can we go through here? Nah, see, because that. Bummer. We run a path along here. We can. Yeah. Probably should have did the path before, but did the trees because now I'm covering up trees that are still there and the game's still counting them. But like, I can't now delete them. I mean, I could blow them up and delete them, but I will say if the trees become a problem, maybe I will be. I mean, it looks good. You can put lighting in. Yeah, sure. You can do all kinds of stuff. Put little scenes in. House here. Right. My neighbor just moved in. Everything else looks pretty good. We could have decorated like with some trees and stuff in the water. I think I showed that before, but you know, so I'm okay with not doing it as well. Just land the bump up a little bit, get rid of that little square. We could put rocks in the water. It's shallow enough. Why not? Sure, let's do some rocks in the water. We could put paths. We can put fishing piers in here. We just put an island in here. That would be nice. Leave it a lake. Put this stuff underneath. I think some of this water rocks will like pop up, right? So we can do like a rock like that. We can do like rocks like this. Maybe we'll just do like two of these guys back to back. Like that, and then maybe like put this one inside of this one, kind of like that. Leave that like that. Could put like some rocks in here instead. I would like have like lower lying rocks, something like this. And build like rocks out here. We could put rocks out here and rocks in here to like build like a almost like a shelter, kind of like this, you know, like a jetty type of structure. Could put them like on here as well. And we'll just do this. So I can do like this. I'll make a different rock. This rock will work. If you want to put like some of the, do some of these ones, you know, kind of like around. They're like nice enough that they'll kind of go on here. We don't have any sea creatures underneath. That's kind of good enough. Do the same thing over here. So just don't want to put any sea creatures under the rocks. We will. Actually, we got a rocket size shape, so let's use that. Let's do this. We could do something like this. Yeah, we could do. I'm gonna try two things. This one, I think, is the one I was looking for. Kind of go like this. Something like that. And we can lower this. Pick a height. Maybe like this height. Maybe like this. I want to bring this up a little bit. I want to lower this down. I want it to be maybe about this height. That's probably where I want it to be. Let's lower that a little bit. Bring this one up just a touch. Try to shrink this down just a touch in the middle here. Bring this up a touch in the middle. That. That looks pretty good. And do stuff like that. Yeah, you can do the same thing, kind of like over here, make this a little bit rocky, so that this cove is kind of protected from the erosion. If it's like tidal, or there's a lot of wind or whatever, or currents, you can also put like a bunch of stone. I think I did it over like here, like have that like line the whole thing. Like they live, like there's like a rock here. We could just make it a beach, which is what I think I was doing here. Oop. Like pull it out a little bit. Especially like here. I don't know if that's the right height or not. Might be the one below. Let's make it like a beach. Yeah, I can play with the heights a little bit. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Added some people. We should probably add some jobs. How's this recycle center doing? It's doing pretty good. It's getting close to capacity, right? 160 versus 200. Let's do some more. You want to continue this theme throughout? Maybe another block of that? Or do we want to do some industry here or regular office? Sure. What time is it? Maybe it might be a good time to end the stream. 6:30. Yeah, it's probably a good time to end the stream. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours, hour and a half. So what did we accomplish? We went over mostly the last week's worth of work, and it's looking good. Then we filled in some areas here. We built a little, we call it a little boardwalk area. You can kind of walk across and stuff, which is nice. And some people are using it, going to some of the things, which is cool. And it kind of filled in that space that's along our road and give ourselves a nice little express road where there's not really much zoned on it. Really, there's nothing zoned on it. Added some houses, did a little detailing, added the trees. Everything looks good there. Let's see. What I'd like to do probably off stream is probably fill in some jobs in this little spot here, fill that in, and that'll kind of be the island. Maybe do a little bit more detailed work with the trees and some stones and some paths in here and some, little like proppy looking things, kind of like little areas to congregate and sit, and maybe put a couple like the flower beds and that kind of stuff in here. Yeah, just like almost like a little like garden spot where you might want to go in to see like some cool trees or something, some of the colorful trees. Bring a little color and a little, fill in some of the little just brown sandy color stuff. And then that will be that. And I think that will conclude, like we'll say, the first half of the city once that's done. We're at roughly 99,000 citizens, so we'll say we'll probably, as the buildings level up, just break 100,000. And then we'll start working on planning this area, the major roadways, kind of big areas, we'll say, areas of where we want the kind of like the bigger zoning, the transit, all that stuff. We'll get into that planning method and start building the road structures, get the bigger roads in first, and I kind of just building off of those. Like I said, build the train stations or metro stations. I think we're using metro in here, so we build out the metro system and all that. So that's good to go, and then that'll help guide us in terms of zoning. We'll do the transit-oriented development, kind of cluster folks around the transit stops, the big transit stuff, and I think it'll be nice. Thanks for watching. Hopefully your cities are going well, and I wish you the best. And as always, have a building.